What's going on, my Destiny dudes? Alright, check it out. Before we get into the video, I wanted to look at this right here. Accessibility at Bungie. This is one of the most amazing things they've ever done. Now, take a look, right here. Alright, check it out, man. What they're literally talking about is exactly what the Cronus Zen does. And they're thinking about putting it in the game to become more accessible for people that are having issues with accessibility to the game because of having motor control issues and even disabilities. That's amazing. Anyway, in this video, we're going to do Crimson testing, the Crimson hand cannon. We're going to do some PvP gameplay, and I'm going to go over a little bit at the end of the video about how I'm starting to combine different aspects of fitness into gaming, and I want to show you what that looks like. Not in this video, but eventually. So, here is my test run-through with the Crimson hand cannon. This is an exotic hand cannon that goes in the primary spot. Now, as you can see, when there is no Zen active, it's got a little bit of recoil. It's mostly vertical, not too shabby. Not crazy terrible to control. What I like from this is the auto fire option that the Zen can offer you. The rapid fire, that is. So you hold down the trigger and it fires it for you. So right there, that is rapid fire enabled at 6, and that is on the Doom Eternal game pack that the Cronus Zen can offer you. I found that I have a lot more success with consistency of using the Doom Eternal game pack. Right here, I'm just kind of messing around a little bit with the anti-recoil settings, and what I want to do is find out which one works best so that this thing has very minimal recoil without me having to do much extra effort. One of the accessibility options that Bungie was discussing, and the guy even said it, was that after long gaming sessions, his hands are giving him a lot of pain. And this is one of the things that I've been telling you guys that the Zen actually helps me personally with. That's why I started advocating for it in the first place. Alright, so I wanted to show you a little bit about the controller sensitivity going all the way up to 20. With anti-recoil at 42 to 45. You see, there's a difference there. When you have your controller sensitivity too high, then the anti-recoil ends up being something that you have to lower. So I just wanted to show you what that looked like. I started playing around with it a little bit more. Alright, I went down to like 40. And then from there, I end up dropping it down to, I think, 32 to 33. So if you're somebody that is crazy with your controller settings and you keep it around the 20 mark, what you probably want to do from there is move it down to around the anti-recoil 30 to maybe 35. And then from there, you start changing it up as you go if you feel like you need to change it. Anyway, so Zen, with no Zen on right there, you see the recoil that goes straight up. It's mostly vertical. When you take... And just to compare right here, when you take the Zen, you turn it on at controller sensitivity right there at 20, and then you use it with, like, let's say 30 to 35 anti-recoil, you get a very, very straight shot out of it, especially when you enable rapid fire. So now you've got very little recoil, if any at all, and you've also got the rapid fire, so all you have to do is hold down the trigger. Really cool stuff. I ended up putting my my controller sensitivity at 8, and you'll see, like, with the lower the anti-recoil, now the controller is going up a little bit. So what I did was I put the anti-recoil to about 40 to 41, maybe 42 tops. And then from there, that's how I use it. So you guys get a really good look at what I'm doing here. You can get a good idea of how this thing works. And this is what I use for the Crimson. And I've got a lot of gameplay footage to show you guys with this specific hand cannon, okay? The Doom Eternal pack, the game pack, it also has anti-recoil. It has aim assist. And the aim assist on it actually works a little better than the game pack one that comes from Destiny itself. And the reason I tend to favor the Doom Eternal game pack is because there is a lot more help. It's more consistently helpful. It's not that the Destiny one is bad, it's just you have to keep resetting your weapons, and that becomes incredibly frustrating playing with like a fusion rifle when the thing won't fire. So for this, I ended up turning off rapid fire for the Doom Eternal pack so that I could use my hand cannon and just, you know, click away on it, but also use the fusion rifle main ingredient because that thing is just amazing right now. It does work, the same anti-recoil setting works on the main ingredient, which would be 42. So then that works pretty well. The other part of the equation that I'm trying to figure out with these two things is how I can get these mid-range weaponry to work together with synergy. But I tend to use the main ingredient as, you know, a shotgun. I want to say close down the shotgun rushes. And the hand cannon I'm using for basically short to long range. I'm sorry, short to mid-range, because that's been effective for me. And I really enjoy this hand cannon. It's one of my favorites. If you, I can't remember exactly how much I have stat-wise on it, but I've got a ton of kills from the Crimson, just from the time that I've been using it. I want to say a couple of thousand, but don't quote me on that. Anyway, if you use the Destiny game pack, then you could put on the anti-recoil for both and the rapid fire for just one, but not the other. Now, my recommendation to you, if you do that, is to make sure that you pull out a heavy every time you die and then pull out your primary. That resets it. I know that sounds incredibly silly, but that is what actually resets it. So those are the things you need to do if you use the Destiny game pack. It's kind of annoying because sometimes you just forget, you don't think about it, and then all of a sudden your gun ain't firing. So that is really annoying. Alright, that's kind of the long and the short of the video right there. The last thing that I wanted to talk about with you guys today, if you have any questions, by the way, leave them in the comment section below. I'll get back to them. If you guys want to join the Discord server, I've got that up and going now. We've got very helpful people in there. I work full-time, so I can't always get in there and just answer questions, but I try my best. If I get extra time during the day, that's what I do. But everyone in there is really cool. You know, people hook up so they can run activities together, PvP, raiding, whatever they happen to be doing. It's not a clan or anything like that. It's just people getting together and hanging out and, you know, trying to figure out best settings for stuff, which is awesome. So, that's the Discord. I'll put the link in the comment section. I'll make sure that I pin that. The last thing I wanted to go over with you guys, I do have a lot of things in the future coming up. The next one I want to go over. I really want to go over the accessibility options that Bungie is coming up with, because that is freaking amazing right there, man. The fact that they took the idea of the Zen and they're putting it in-game, what does that tell you that they think about helping people out with this kind of thing, man? I've been telling you guys for a while now. I know they've heard me and they've seen my videos. This is amazing. Now, I don't know if this is directly because of me. I don't take any credit for that. But I do want to say that I feel like maybe I've had an influence here. It does feel like they've listened. And this is something that I have been harping on for a while. Especially, I mean, it's just, I don't know if you guys can imagine this or not, man. If you guys are not aware of what it's like to try to play a video game, and you used to be good at playing these things, but now your hands shake if you play for long periods of time. It flippin' hurts. But you still want to have fun, so you engage in it more and more and more, and then, you know, by the end of the day, you're still trying to do things, and you can't, like, eat a freaking bowl of cereal properly because your hand is shaking. It's incredibly hard to explain it unless you're living it. And I know that a lot of people don't respect that because they don't have to deal with it. The Zen helps with that. It helps with people that have disabilities. I've even recommended to some buddies of mine that have come back from war from Iraq that still want to play goddamn video games, and they can't play them in the competitive sense that they want because they can't do these normal everyday things with their controller because they've lost motor control because they were in a bombing over there in Afghanistan. Anyway, sorry guys, getting a little bit passionate over here. I'm not trying to scare nobody off the channel or nothing. Hey, this is the first game I've, first time I used an F-bomb. Anyway, I'm a little bit passionate about it, and I'm glad that things are changing. I'm glad that they're actually listening, and they're creating ways in-game that you can use settings, such as auto-fire for a scout rifle. That is flipping amazing. I'm incredibly happy to hear about that. I've already bought the Able Gamer pin, and I'm gonna put the emblem and stuff like that up in my upcoming videos. I'll definitely be showing or talking a little bit more about what they're trying to do, at least where they're coming from and what they're doing. I really love it. So, that being said, I wanted to talk to you guys a bit about fitness.
Zone advantage is yours.
I partnered with a company known as Hyper Ice. If you guys have ever heard of them, they are very, very well known for having massage therapy percussion guns, basically. It is a Theragun, but the Hyper Ice people actually have good customer service. This guy has been Zoom calling back and forth with me. They gave me a $500 product to test and unbox on camera. Now, I plan on doing this with a stream. I have a little capture card thing and whatever, cam link coming in for 4K, HD, whatever the heck, man. I'm going to do this thing live so you guys can see what it is and you can see how I have been using it. I work in a corrective exercise studio, and the primary basis for what we do is help people get past their limitations, their injuries, prehab and rehab type stuff. Now, the fact that they gave me this and they want to help you guys out means we're going to have giveaways in the future of these couple of $100 worth of products that I can actually do as a giveaway for you guys. So, if I end up getting to 5,000 subscribers very, very soon here, let's say in a month or two, I'm going to do a giveaway of one of these products. You guys go onto their site. I'll post a thing somewhere so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, their site, they have really cool stuff, man. And I want to show you how to not just use it, but how to take advantage of the fitness side of it so that you guys can both gain as well as recover. The other part of it was the heart rate monitor that I have been using when I play competitively. It's gotten me back into what's known as diaphragmatic breathing. You guys don't know what that is. That is something that the competitive athletes have been using for a long time now to basically calm down their heart rate, their blood pressure, things like that. I have a game of trials that I have played in, and my heart rate got up to 135. It's like I did 20 jumping jacks. That's what it takes for me to get my heart rate to 135, about 20 jumping jacks. So that's pretty freaking cool when you stop and think about that for a minute, dude. So in game, if I can get better control over my blood pressure, over my heart rate, my performance will increase. And you can do that with different breathing methods and techniques. I plan to show that on this channel with those numbers to back up my claims. I can't wait to do that for you guys. I can't wait to show you. I got tons of cool stuff in the pipeline here, man. I'm very excited to get this all going and move it along. It's going to be awesome. All right, guys. Again, I really appreciate you. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I will see you again soon. If you guys got any questions, leave them in the comments. Thank you so much. This is your friendly and neighborhood paladin telling you guys to keep it zen. All right, my dudes.